Debt. It's a word that can make people cringe, but is all debt bad? The truth is, debt is a tool. Like any tool, it can be used wisely or unwisely. Understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt is crucial for your financial health. Good debt can help you build wealth. Bad debt can drag you down financially. The key is to be strategic about the debts you take on. Before you borrow money, ask yourself, will this debt help me build a better future? If the answer is yes, it might be considered good debt. For example, taking out a loan for a college education or a home can be a smart investment in your future. These investments can lead to higher earning potential and long-term financial security. However, if the answer is no, it's likely bad debt. Examples include credit card debt from frivolous spending or high-interest loans for depreciating assets. These debts can quickly spiral out of control and sabotage your financial goals. Remember, knowledge is power. Arm yourself with the information you need to make informed decisions about debt. Good debt is an investment in your future. It's about using borrowed money to create opportunities for growth and financial stability. Think of it as a stepping stone to a brighter tomorrow. One prime example of good debt is a student loan. Education is an investment in yourself. It can open doors to higher-paying jobs and career advancement. While student loans come with a cost, the potential return on investment is significant. Another example is a mortgage. Buying a home can be a smart financial move. It provides stability, builds equity, and can be a source of pride. While a mortgage is a significant financial responsibility, it's a form of debt that can appreciate in value over time. Investing in your own business can also be considered good debt. Starting or expanding a business requires capital. Taking on debt to fund your entrepreneurial dreams can lead to financial independence and long-term wealth creation. Remember, good debt is not about avoiding debt altogether. It's about being strategic and using debt to your advantage. Knowledge is power, and education is the key. Investing in your education is an investment in yourself, your future earning potential, and your overall well-being. While student loans may seem daunting, they can be a stepping stone to a brighter future. Think of education as a seed you plant. It requires nurturing, time, and yes, sometimes a little financial assistance. But with care and dedication, that seed will grow into a strong and fruitful tree, bearing the fruits of your labor. Of course, it's essential to be mindful of the cost of education. Explore scholarships, grants, and work-study programs to minimize your debt burden. Choose a degree that aligns with your passions and career goals. Remember, education is a lifelong journey. Never stop learning, growing, and investing in yourself. The knowledge and skills you acquire will benefit you for years to come, making education a worthwhile investment. Owning a home is a cornerstone of the American dream. It represents stability, security, and a sense of belonging. While a mortgage is a significant financial commitment, it's considered good debt because it allows you to build equity and create a space that's truly yours. Think of your mortgage payments as forced savings. With each payment, you're gradually paying down the principal balance and increasing your ownership stake in your home. Over time, this builds equity, which can be a valuable asset. Moreover, owning a home provides stability. You're not subject to the whims of a landlord or the uncertainties of the rental market. You have the freedom to personalize your space and create a home that reflects your unique style and needs. Of course, responsible homeownership is key. Make sure you can comfortably afford your mortgage payments, property taxes, and home maintenance costs. Consider your lifestyle, family size, and long-term goals when choosing a home. Section 5. Bad debt. The slippery slope. Bad debt is the opposite of good debt. It's the kind of debt that can quickly spiral out of control, leaving you feeling trapped and financially drained. It often involves high interest rates, depreciating assets, and impulsive decisions. One of the most common examples of bad debt is credit card debt. Credit cards can be convenient, but they can also be dangerous if not used responsibly. High interest rates can quickly turn a small balance into a mountain of debt. Another example is taking out loans for depreciating assets such as cars. As soon as you drive a new car off the lot, it loses value. Financing a depreciating asset means you're essentially paying interest on something that's worth less over time. Bad debt can lead to a cycle of debt. You might find yourself making minimum payments, only to accrue more interest and fees. This can make it feel impossible to get ahead and achieve your financial goals. Remember, bad debt doesn't empower you, it holds you back. Section 6. Credit card chaos. Beware of high interest. Credit cards can be both a blessing and a curse. They offer convenience and can be helpful in emergencies. However, they can also be a slippery slope into debt if not used responsibly. High interest rates are the main culprit. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. As it rolls, it picks up more snow, growing larger and larger. Credit card debt can work the same way. Interest charges accumulate, making your balance grow even if you're not actively using the card. To avoid credit card chaos, it's crucial to understand how interest works. Pay attention to your card's APR, that is, the annual percentage rate. The higher the APR, the more interest you'll accrue. Aim to pay off your balance in full each month to avoid interest charges altogether. If you do carry a balance, make more than the minimum payment. This will help you pay down the principal faster and reduce the amount of interest you pay over time. Remember, credit cards are a tool, not a crutch. Use them wisely and avoid falling into the trap of high-interest debt. Section 7. Impulsive purchases, instant gratification, lasting consequences. We live in a world of instant gratification. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and make impulsive purchases that provide a fleeting sense of happiness. However, these purchases often come with lasting financial consequences, especially when financed with debt. Think about the times you've made a purchase on a whim. Maybe you saw a flashy new gadget or a trendy outfit that you had to have. Did that purchase bring you lasting joy? Or did the excitement fade quickly, leaving you with buyer's remorse? Impulsive purchases can be a major contributor to bad debt. When you're caught up in the moment, it's easy to overlook the long-term financial implications. Before making a purchase, especially a significant one, take some time to consider its true cost. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I afford this without going into debt? Will this purchase bring me lasting joy, or is it just a fleeting desire? Delaying gratification can be a powerful tool in managing your finances and avoiding bad debt. Section 8. The debt trap. Living paycheck to paycheck. The debt trap is a vicious cycle. It starts with living paycheck to paycheck, without a safety net for unexpected expenses. When an emergency arises, such as a medical bill or car repair, you're forced to rely on credit cards or high-interest loans. This creates a snowball effect. You're now struggling to pay off the original debt plus the added interest and fees. This can make it feel impossible to get ahead, trapping you in a cycle of debt that seems impossible to escape. Breaking free from the debt trap requires a multi-pronged approach. First and foremost, you need to create a budget and stick to it. Track your income and expenses to identify areas where you can cut back and free up cash flow. Building an emergency fund is crucial. Aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This will provide a financial cushion for unexpected events and help you avoid relying on debt. Remember, knowledge is power. Section 9. Managing debt, taking control of your finances. Managing debt effectively is crucial for your financial well-being. It's about taking control of your finances, making informed decisions, and creating a plan to achieve your financial goals. Remember, you have the power to turn your financial situation around. Start by creating a budget. Track your income and expenses to see where your money is going. Identify areas where you can cut back and free up cash flow to put towards debt repayment. Small changes can make a big difference over time. Prioritize your debts. Focus on paying down high-interest debts first, such as credit cards, while making minimum payments on other debts. Consider debt consolidation or balance transfer options to potentially lower your interest rates. Seek professional guidance if needed. A financial advisor can provide personalized advice and help you create a debt management plan tailored to your specific circumstances. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Section 10. Your path to financial freedom. Financial freedom is within your reach. It's about making conscious choices, developing healthy financial habits, and staying committed to your goals. Remember, financial freedom is not about being rich. It's about having peace of mind and options. Start by envisioning your ideal financial future. What are your goals? Do you dream of owning a home, retiring early, or traveling the world? Having a clear vision will motivate you to stay on track. Educate yourself about personal finance, read books, listen to podcasts, and seek out reputable financial resources. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions about your money. Celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledge your accomplishments and reward yourself for your hard work. Every step you take towards financial freedom is a step in the right direction. Remember, your financial journey is unique to you. Embrace the challenges, learn from your mistakes, and never give up on your dreams.